Oh boy. Let's talk about Gibson suing people, shall we? So by the time this gets posted, all of these shenanigans will have happened about 2 days ago involving Gibson guitars, seemingly, allegedly, and Jericho guitars, which is a smaller builder that does a lot of custom order stuff and things like that. You may have heard of them, you may not have heard of them. Now, before we go any further, I will say that I buy my Gibsons like everybody else. I don't know anybody at Gibson. I have talked to Dave at Jericho a few times over the years. Extremely nice guy. I've played their guitars once or twice. And other than that, I have never gotten anything from Jericho. I've never purchased a Jericho guitar. I have no skin in this game. This video is about me giving my opinion on this particular situation because I got opinions. I got some hot takes just as someone who has dealt with both small guitar builders and has worked with huge, giant corporate guitar entities like Gibson, on the level of Gibson. I have never worked with Gibson professionally or not professionally. I don't know anybody over there. So let's just get that out of the way. Let's dive in, shall we? So about 2 days ago now, Jericho Guitars posted a statement on their Facebook. I will post it right here. And in short, Dave says, without establishing any contact whatsoever, Gibson's team of lawyers shut down my brand Jericho Guitars website and attempted to stop me from hosting a couple of different websites. They shut down my personal and business email, and they shut off Jericho Guitars web hosting service. And they forced me to remove every single one of my product listings offline before ever speaking a word or delivering me any letters of any kind ever. My business has been, for this past week, has been unable to accept orders, and having switching hosting accounts for all of our sales history is totally inaccessible to me. Days later, I found out it was Gibson Guitars. Okay, so let's dissect that a little bit. Let's dissect Dave's words a little bit, and I'm going to give a couple of different opinions. First of all, Gibson is extremely litigious. We have seen this over and over again. Paul Reed Smith, we've seen them won the lawsuit with Dean Guitars most recently. Paul Reed Smith thing was 20 years ago. They're at a very litigious company. In that same train of thought, Gibson would never shut down a website or email or hosting service without first issuing a cease and desist order. Facts. That would literally never happen. Gibson, with all of its shareholders and army of lawyers, would never just go, let's shoot by the hip. Let's just shut down his stuff. Let's just see what happens. They would never open themselves up to a lawsuit like that. That doesn't make any sense at all. What I think probably has happened is Gibson's probably tried to contact Dave for a little while and he didn't respond or ignored them or thought it was a fake email or whatever. And they're trying to get his attention. That's my opinion. I don't know that to be true at all. But it would make sense that a huge corporation would try to issue a cease and desist before taking any action against whomever they're trying to take action against. That's my first opinion. My second opinion is, well, what did you expect, Jericho Guitars? You have a Silverburst Les Paul that looks like this. That's a Silverburst Les Paul. Or how about this Explorer guitar? That's an Explorer. You didn't change the body style at all. You didn't change the headstock shape at all. I mean, if I wanted to make shoes and I simply turned the Nike swoosh upside down, I would then, I would get sued if I said, this is my original design. This isn't the Air Force one. This is the Chair Force one. And that's not a swoop. That's a swoop. That's not a swoosh. That's a swoop. That's an upside down. I would get sued. Of course, Gibson's going to come after you for a couple of your guitar designs. They're not even, they're copies. They're exact copies. I'm sorry, they are. So, of course, a company is going to defend itself as any company would. I don't care if it's Gibson, Fender, Paul Reed Smith, whomever. Yes, they're going to protect their intellectual property. And I'm sorry, but Jericho guitars are exact copies. Those two body shapes I'm talking about. Those two body shapes are Gibson body shapes. But everyone likes to jump on the hate train of, oh, Gibson, I hate Gibson and screw them. You know, you guys need to zoom out a little bit and really take a look at what's happening. Because, yeah, the Explorer's an Explorer. I'm sorry. Those are my opinions. It's my hot takes. I have no skin in this game. However, I've been asked over and over what I think about this particular situation. That's what I think. So yeah, of course Gibson's going to go after you if you copy their guitars. I'm sorry, that's going to happen. If I came out with an amp that looked exactly like a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, but I changed a couple of words on the front panel, I would get sued for calling it my original amp. I don't know. Hot take. Sorry. That's a hot take mood. And take that for what you will. I will link down below in the description if you would like to read up on this situation more as it's developing. Again, this is a developing situation. And yeah, that's what I think. And do with that what you will. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.